Your grande.
Señor Grande,
The deceased was a close
sí,
friend
sí,
of
fue
yours.
amigo suyo.
That's right.
Sí, correcto.
You knew him
Usted lo
well.
conocía muy bien.
Yes,
Sí,
I knew him.
sí.
I knew him well.
Lo conocía
He was a
muy
man
bien.
who
Era
no
un
doubt
hombre que
prided
sin duda
himself in the
era
fact
muy orgulloso
that
del
he
hecho
could
que
undertake
él podía,
security
hacer un trabajo de
tasks around the
seguridad
bar.
por varias horas, por
He
varias-
was.
Sí,
A man who was
es un hombre
fit
que era
to undertake
bien de
such
salud
duty.
y fuerte para hacer ese tipo de
Absolutely.
trabajo, sí.
No doubt a man who had
Y
some
sin duda
training
un hombre que tenía
in
un poco de
such
entrenamiento,
security
quizás,
tasks.
para
Yes,
la
and
seguridad.
a lot of
Sí,
experience as
mucha
well.
experiencia
We worked
también.
together for many years.
Trabajamos
Indeed, a
juntos
man
por
with
muchos años.
experience of security
Efectivamente,
matters,
hombre
of
con
dealing with
experiencia de
situations
seguridad,
which
de
arise
situaciones que
typically
surgen,
in the early hours of the morning, such as the one that happened on the Friday.
como lo que ocurrió el viernes.
That's
¿Es
right,
así?
isn't it?
Yes.
¿Es así?
Yes.
Sí.
And it's right, is it
También
not,
es
Mr.
correcto,
Grande,
¿no es
that
cierto,
when
señor
he
Grande?
came to see you
Cuando él
earlier
vino a
in
ver a
the
usted,
evening,
en-
as a result of what he
esa
said to
noche,
you,
como resultado de lo que él le dijo a
you
usted,
had reason to believe
usted tuvo razón para
that
creer
the deceased
que el
was
occiso
expecting
estaba
trouble from
esperando, problemas.
this man dressed as a
de
matador.
este
Is that
hombre,
right?
That's right.
vestido como
In
matador,
fact,
¿es así?
on a
Sí.
previous occasion,
Well, I will
Anteriormente,
stop you there.
Bueno,
You've
no voy a
answered the
parar ahí,
question that I've
porque
asked.
en la pregunta que yo
Indeed,
le
if
he
any
hecho,
other question arises, my learned
si
friend will have an
surge
opportunity.
otra pregunta,
But if you just
mi
follow
amigo
this,
va a tener una oportunidad, pero siga esto, lo que le
the
estoy
deceased was
diciendo.
expecting some kind of trouble from
El
this
occiso
man.
está esperando algún problema
And again,
con
from
este
what he
señor.
had told
Y de lo
you,
que él le había
he was
dicho
in the
a usted,
company of a
él
young
estaba
lady
acompañado de
who
una
appeared
señorita
to
que
have
parecía
had too much to drink that night. Is that right?
mucho alcohol, ¿es
Absolutely,
así? Sí,
absolutely.
sí, absolutamente, absolutamente.
You will agree, will you not, with
Usted va a
me,
estar de
that
acuerdo conmigo,
whether
¿no
that
es
is
cierto?
true or
Si
not,
es cierto o no,
you can't say.
usted no puede decir,
It's based on what you were
porque se
told.
basa sobre lo que a usted le
You agree with
dijeron.
that?
¿Está de acuerdo? ¿Está de acuerdo con
Yes.
eso? Sí.
And this young lady
Esta
appeared to
señorita
be
parecía
acting
estar
rather
actuando
obscenely
de una manera muy
in
obscena
the club that
en el
evening.
club
Is that
esa
right?
noche, ¿no
Yeah,
es así?
yeah, yes.
Sí, sí, sí.
Making rude gestures,
Haciendo
apparently.
gestos
Rude gestures.
groseros, ¿no es así? Sí.
Now, you
Usted
were in the
estaba
office
en la
when the
oficina
incident
cuando
occurred,
ocurrió el incidente.
but you tell the jury today that you had a reasonably good view of what was going on outside the club because one of the video cameras was actually focused on the entrance.
That's right.
And you quite clearly saw the defendant, the man I represent, who's in the dock today, you saw him leave the bar on his own. Is that right?
This defendant, he left the bar accompanied by Juan Martinez.
Well, that's not right, is it, Mr. Grande? Because you told the jury a minute ago that Mr. Martinez was several steps behind him when he left the bar. That's right, isn't it?
That's right.
So it would be wrong to suggest to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury that he was being accompanied out.
Well, I mean, I know Juan, and in fact, Juan had come to me earlier.
Well, no, I'm going to stop you there because we're not entitled to hear what Miss Juan had told you earlier.